That's how we play Buffalo Soldier. Thank you. That's Claire's guitar lessons. I'll give that a subscribe. She's very talented, very enthusiastic. And look, help me learn that song. Pretty simple. It's what is that? Basically between A and F sharp minor. So just 1/6 basically. And she's doing it fretted, which is nice. I mean, it gives it that sound, you know, like Buffalo Soldier, drill like a Rasta. It was a Buffalo Soldier in the heart of America. And that's where they are, right? Stolen from Africa. Shadur's, right, you know, brought to America. All the black people, they're from Africa, you know what I'm saying? A great story, right? And so with the Buffaloes, like, that's what I've been doing. I just, like, any of the content that I make, I always, like, I use that song because, you know what I'm saying? It's the perfect song for them. Buffalo Soldier, like, that's the story. That's, like, Coach Prime's story, you know what I mean? He's just, like, just doesn't give up. He's a survivor. He's a fighter. Everywhere he goes, you know, he wins. He creates opportunities for himself, you know, Jackson State and all the Pee Wee football that they did and stuff, you know what I mean? He, like, watch mistakes and, you know, maybe he's, like, too generous, you know what I mean? Because he has a lot of money and that sort of thing. Probably, like, people are like, well, you can't give me money if you want, you know what I mean? It's just like, well, you know what I mean? If you're too kind to people and they don't deserve it, that sort of thing, it's not good and they're going to abuse you. And that's like what happened to me. That's my story, more or less. So it's halftime. The Buffaloes, they're up 24-14, which is great. So they're 5-2. Cincinnati is also 5-2. And so it's a big game. I mean, it's like BYU is still undefeated. Iowa State is undefeated. Colorado was a 6-point favorite, 6.5-point favorite. The over/under is 56, and they're already at 38. So probably go over. Shadur's connecting with Travis Hunter. He got 7 receptions for 113 yards, 2 touchdowns, 34-yard long. Jimmy Horn Jr. doing well. He got 4 receptions, 71 yards, 47 long. Well done. Draylon Miller got a reception. LeJohntay Wester, he got 3 receptions. Isaiah Augustave, hope I said that right, 1 reception. And Dallin Hayden got 2 receptions. Overall, Shador's got 219 yards, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. Well done. And on the other side, Brendan Sorsby, 5 for 10 with 85 yards and a touchdown. No interceptions. Receiving, Evan Pryor got 1 catch for 40 long. Made a big play there. Tony Johnson got 2 catches, 20 yards. That's 14 long. And rushing wise, Isaiah Gustave got 8 carries for 35 yards. For 4.4 yards a carry, keeping the defense honest. You know what I'm saying? And that's, I think, what Coach Prime wants to do. He wants to make the defense play honestly, because if you don't have any run game at all, they're going to like bring people back. Safeties and linebackers are going to know that it's going to be a pass, and it's going to limit you offensively. So he wants to keep them honest, and so that's well done. I mean, overall they have 18 carries for 49 yards, 2.7 average, but you have to factor that in. 3 of those carries are Shador for -4 yards. You know what I'm saying? And so, really, what is the average? The average is like close to 4 yards, I'd say. Dallin Hayden got 6 for 21, 3.5. So overall, they have 14 carries for 56 yards. What is that? 28, 42. That's about 4. I think that's 4. Exactly 4. I think that's exactly 4 yards to carry. Well done. So that's good. Keeping the D-line defense honest. So Jordan Seaton, he's doing well, and definitely proud of him. Please donate to my cause here on CashApp or Robinhood or what's the other one? Venmo, if you want to. I don't think I put my GoFundMe on there, but anyway, what I'm doing is worthy of money. This is the most like entertaining thing in the world. You know that it's true. You know that Miley Cyrus and I are destined to be together. You know what I'm saying? And live happily ever after, that sort of thing. So every second that goes by that people like keep denying this reality, you just like hurting yourselves. See, sorry, we're stoned. You know, so I'm just gonna keep the live stream on like until the rest of the game plays out. You know what I mean? And if I go to the bathroom, whatever, it's just gonna be the camera just playing. And that's just what it is. Let me go check if the game is back on. Buffalo Soldier. So halftime commercials. Just let the camera roll. It's just what it is, you know what I'm saying? So wait for halftime to pass, and we'll read something out of Coach Prime's book here. Primetime, baby. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's so funny. A life of discipline. He's talking to them right now. He's like, Shadu, shallow. I want you to step up, make a play. LeJohntay, screw that. I can't do Coach Prime. I am Coach Prime. You know what I'm saying? I am Primetime baby, but my own manifestation of it. I can't really do Coach Prime. Other people do that well. My thing is not imitation. I'm not mocking Coach Prime. That's not me. I'm respecting Coach Prime, loving Coach Prime. Let's see here. Life of Discipline, page 123. Elevate and dominate. When we ran, when we ran our Truth Youth organization in Dallas, 49ers playing the Cowboys on Sunday night game. It should be a good game. Of course, Coach Fry played for both those teams, right? Won a Super Bowl with both of those teams. Last time both those teams, won the Super Bowl, Primetime was on that team. So that's been 30 years for the 49ers, 29 years for the Cowboys. And they both have the same amount of Super Bowls, I believe. They both have 5. 49ers keep losing in the Super Bowl. They've had an undefeated Super Bowl streak. They were 5-0 with Joe Montana, Steve Young, and then lost the Super Bowl against the Ravens with Colin Kaepernick. Lost the Super Bowl against the Chiefs twice, right? With Jimmy Garoppolo, right? And Brock Purdy last year, right? Isn't that right? Pretty sure. So whatever. But anyway, so that game is going to be fun. So Dallas. Keep going here. Page 123. Those kids were honored to be wearing the uniforms they were wearing. It made them feel like they belonged to something. It was a machine, capitalized caps. Look how he's writing here. He's trying to emphasize certain words. Look, caps. Look, caps. Truth. When we ran our Truth, T-Ruth organization, youth organization in Dallas, those kids were honored to be wearing the uniforms they were wearing. It made them feel like they belonged to something. It was a machine. These machines. And we built, what did it say? Oh, let me get back here. God. And we built that darn machine. And we built that darn, he says darn. And we built that darn machine. The 5 and 6 year olds, geez, they wore white bottoms and white tops with truth on the leg and truth on the chest. So there's a spiritual component to what Coach Prime is doing, right? His connection with E. Dewey Smith, right, in Atlanta, his church. That's his pastor, his spiritual advisor. The 7 and 8 year olds wore black bottoms and red tops, and the 9 and 10 year olds, they wore black on black. The 11s and 12s wore red on red. It was all organized and color coordinated so that when we saw a kid running around, we knew where he was supposed to be. Organization. Coach Prime organizes. He makes sure things are run properly. That's how you run a business, right? We offered cheerleading and dance too. We were teaching these kids life skills and giving them spiritual guidance. And it wasn't just the kids, it was the parents. We talked to the parents about how they smelled. If they reeked of alcohol or weed, that likely meant those parents were smoking or drinking the whole way over here. They had to set a better example for their kids. So he's not trying to embarrass the parents, right? He's trying to guide them in a way that says, you know, you need to watch out for your children and for your safety, and you're gonna get in trouble, law enforcement, that sort of thing, right? If they were late, we didn't blame the kid. That was you. Well done. What does the kid have to do with that? Well done, Coach Prime. God, my mom always blamed me, and people always blame me for things. It's like, that's what Miley says. I was judged harshly as a child. I feel the same way. The oldest kids in the program were 12. They weren't driving. You better get them there on time out of respect for the coaches and the players. We make the dad get out of the car and run with the kid because he made the kid late. We tell our kids to make sure they got in the car in plenty of time, dressed in their uniform, even if they had to wait for their parents. Because if you're late, you don't get to play. I'm very strict about that. Those kids didn't want to be late. They couldn't wait to get up and wear that uniform. They craved that form of discipline. Eventually, all the parents straightened up. Even those young kids knew what it was like to look good and feel good, right? So it's a strong desire he has here, right? He's capitalizing the words. Couldn't wait, they craved, right? And desire is in fact the root of all success. You talk to like Napoleon Hill and all these like guru people, you know, that are like teaching you about success in life. It's really desire that is behind. The Buddha said that too, right? That desire, right, is the root of achievement. You know what I mean? And so you have to have strong desire if you want to achieve Buddhahood, right? Become an enlightened person, and you got to take a strong desire to do that, right? To become awakened. We helped show them the way. They developed the discipline, and it all started from the way they looked. They were part of something bigger, which made them feel special and gave them a sense of belonging. I remember being so excited when I got to Florida State. My name was on the back of my jersey. We never had that in high school. We didn't have different uniform combinations. Now I got to represent my family, and my name was on my back. It mattered. It was big deal. And they do that with the players I know at Colorado, University of Colorado. They put the names on the back. Of course, they have their jerseys, and they also, on their practice jerseys and stuff, they have their hashtags, like at Jordan Seaton or at Jimmy Horn Jr., right, on the back of their jersey. So when people see that footage on Well Off Forever, you know, on Deion Sanders Jr.'s content, his page, you know what I mean? Their family can see that, they can look it up, the friends where they grew up, whatever, can see it, follow them, you know what I mean? So it gives the players a sense of ownership as opposed to being owned. And that is ultimately what the message of Coach Prime is, right? He's liberating people, right? He's liberating Black people, right? Trying to create strong fathers, because that is really the curse of the Black community, is the generational trauma of having your family torn apart, slavery and whatever, all that kind of stuff, right? You know what I mean? Like having your, you know what I'm saying, your family torn apart from you is very painful. Like no matter how strong of a person you are, your family's torn apart from you is going to create trauma. So that is kind of the trauma that the Black people have overcome. They're overcoming, and they have overcome now, right? It's like Martin Luther King Jr. He's like, I see the mountaintop. I may not get there with you, right? But I see it. And that's where we are. You know what I'm saying? We're at the mountaintop, and we are reaching some very special point here at this moment in history. And so we have to get beyond the race stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like white people like hate Black people. That's not true. You know what I'm saying? You cannot let the actions of one person determine the character of an entire race. You know what I'm saying? The whole BLM scam stuff. Like, if you really believe that, the situation right now is worse than it was in the 1960s, you're just like not paying attention. You know what I'm saying? You're just like in delusion. You are just a loser and a retard. That's what I think about those people. BLM was a scam. You know that was a scam. Everyone knows that was a scam, right? So it doesn't matter. You know what I mean? This is just the truth. I'm just speaking the truth here. And people, you know who people are afraid of? They're afraid of the person who speaks the truth. That's the truth. Hold on, the game might be back on. I'm kind of thirsty here. Just get a burger. Okay. 140 yards after catch. Let's take this. Take this out. Oh, and don't forget Goat Fuel, Jerry Rice's company, and Sorry We're Stoned. Don't forget them too. Okay. So let's do this. Do 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 do. Oh, here we go. We're in the third quarter. Just put this right here. See. We'll put this up here. We'll put this. Maybe. There we go. There we go. Nice. Keep that right there. So I might go get a soda or something. I'm pretty thirsty. I'm gonna leave this here and I'll be back. He's not open. The quarterback starts to scramble, come back downhill. I'm open. Shador doesn't pull the trigger. It ends up in a short game. Let me make sure that the book is set up. All right. Okay. Keep doing well here. What uniforms they got on? Grays? That's good. Okay, I'll be back. Should I turn the light off? Let me see if it looks better with the light off. Oh no, you can't see the book. I got on. I'll be back. Don't leave. Our insurance is up 20% this year. So I went to the Experian Insurance Marketplace. They shop my info with over 40 providers. I paid $800. They'll even alert me if they find a better rate. And it's free. Go to Experian.com
chicken be slow roasted? Why can't I have shredded purple cabbage? Why can't my quesadilla have cheese inside and out? And where's my avocado with the sauce? The new era of chicken is here to stay. The Cantina Chicken Menu. Only at Taco Bell.
Calling us.
This is awesome.
Idiot.
The first ever Nissan Rogue Rocket.
Liberty Mutual customized my car insurance, so I saved hundreds. With the money I saved, I thought I'd get a wax figure myself. Cool, right? Look at the craftsmanship. I mean, they even got my nostrils right. It's just nice to know. Years after I'm gone, this guy will be standing the test of. Ah! It's melting! Oh, jeez. No! Only pay for what you need. Liberty.
I'm the Bordello recruiter, and I'm looking for fans, good hands, and great speed. The ones who stay focused, they can miss a play. They don't participate on day to day. They can mimic teams away. I'm always watching, always looking to avoid more full-time fans. Because football isn't really football without you.
ESPN College Football, presented by IHG Hotels and Resorts, is brought to you by Coca-Cola Zero Sugar.
A lot of potassium over there with those bananas. Hey, there's the Taco Bell Live My Student section. All season long, student sections across the country are competing to be the Taco Bell Live My Student section of the year. Download the Taco Bell app to learn more.
Extra for Halloween?
Man, I'm trying to think about a costume. I'm still working on it.
Well, late in the game.
I know. I'm a spontaneous type. Shedeur Sanders had it batted down. Great play by Jared Bartlett. Got a hand up there and knocked it down. It'll be third down and long. Look at this.
Jared Bartlett, the captain in the middle of the field, just spying Shedeur Sanders, pauses and then bats that ball down, forcing the third and long. And this is a big down for Cincinnati. They've got to be able to get off the field. Colorado up 10, first drive in the second half. It's what?
Trying to get to the 41. Sanders, Bullets caught by Hunter, but dragged down short of the first down by Joey Young. So an interesting fourth and about 3.
It looks like Coach Prime's going to send out the punting unit to have Cincinnati, keep Cincinnati back. But with the success that you had with the speed, I probably would have thought about going for it, but up 10, put the ball away, pin Cincinnati back deep hopefully, and let your defense go for it.
Roddy, this is the first punt of the night. They scored touchdown, field goal, touchdown on the first 4 possessions. That's his punt. Let's see where they mark this. A 38-yard effort. Out of bounds at about the 6. Now we honor those who serve, brought to you by Navy Federal Credit Union, the Navy, Army, Air Force, ROTC programs. Here at Colorado University combine topics in military science with practical leadership training to prepare men and women to become military officers. Upon graduation from CU Boulder and the ROTC program, these will be fully prepared to take charge as leaders.
Also program that these young men and women are in and take them in advance for the service of the infrastructure.
On 1st and 10, what a great spin move by Tyner. used that jump stop almost and spun away from a couple of defenders. One of them, Hill Green, picked up 7 on the play. Let's take another look at this.
And Kyle Green shot downhill like a rocket, but how about the spin cycle by Corey Kiner? He really is. The more you watch him, the more you love his running style. It's great balance. He's creative, and that's a instinct creativity type run. And spin back and take what could have been a loss in the 7-yard game.
Sets up second down and 30 at the 13. Sorsby going to do it himself with his legs. Ran out of bounds at about the 20-yard line, enough to pick up first down there. Another display of his wonderful versatility running the ball. Picks up 8 yards on the play. His demeanor has a real calming effect on the entire offense. Told by his coaches, and you've seen it many times this year. You think about the Cincinnati team. Folks, their 2 losses this year are by a total of just 4 points. It's going to be Kiner. Nowhere to go. Hill Green made sure that time to wrap him up. Talk about the close call. Cincinnati just a couple of plays away from being a perfect 7-0 perhaps. With 2 against Pittsburgh. The first one, 5-1 point, a field goal loss against Texas Tech.
Texas Tech game was back and forth. The missed field goal would have tied it and taken it to overtime. That pick came up double digits in the fourth quarter. But that one going to work out.
This is a quality football team looking to get a leg up on the Big 12 title with a win tonight. On the road, the pass complete. And a big-time hit on Maines. Usually that's Shedeur Sanders coming in, pardon me, Shiloh Sanders coming in to clean up. Wasn't that time a 9-yard pickup on the play?
I would not at all be surprised if Brendan Sorsby's legs become either the go-to factor or at least something that Colorado has to think about with some sort of zone read. I haven't really seen the option on the perimeter all that much.
But his legs are a big weapon. Play clock down to 6. This game lined up and setting. Sorsby looking to pass. Almost picked off underneath. In and out of the arms of Travis Hunter, who is in dismay right now. Wishes he had another chance at that one.
I mean, if there's one guy who you don't want to test in the secondary, I mean, guys don't typically get open against Travis Hunter. That ball is thrown a little behind the receiver, too, but Brendan Sorsby looking for Jamoy Mays across the field. Hunter all over there.
Second one of the night for Cincinnati coming up. Mason Fletcher punting to LaJonte Wester, who's perched with his own 29. A high spiral, returnable from the 25. He eludes the first couple of tackles. Wester got hit and spins forward to about the 38, 39-yard line. A 46-yard punt, 13 on the return. So to begin this third quarter, both defenses get stops. What about that?
Completely opposite from what we saw in the first half.
Yes. Travis Hunter with an irregular gait there. Remember, he's coming off that injury from a couple of weeks ago. Only played a half last week and favoring that shin, that lower left leg area. But back on the field. Keep it on the ground with Augusta. You know, we talked about Hunter and his professional approach. Keep in mind, folks, we told this story a couple of times when we were here earlier. Every week he gets to cryotherapy. Every week he gets to an infrared sauna. All in the essence of recovery and getting his body ready. Not to mention massaging. And that's going to be about a 7-yard gain by Hayden.
He's also a guy that Coach Prime told us, asked him yesterday if he could come over early. He came over separate from the rest of the team so that he could get some extra work in early in the training room, getting worked out. And I think the toughness that you have to play as many snaps as he does, and the competitiveness. I mean, how many people take a shot to the chin and say, hey, coach, I need a play. He's competitive.
Sanders on 3rd and 3, searching, wings it, incomplete, intended for Shepard, but there's a flag down the play. Sanders seems to feel like it's going to be in their favor. Arnold defending on that play. It's going to go against Arnold. That's going to give Colorado a first down. And just to put a period on that Travis Hunter story that we told you a moment ago, folks, did we mention that he is a 4.0 GPA student? Pretty incredible.
It really is. And the last play is just a shame for Cincinnati because they had it so well covered.
Sanders gets it out. And then they fly. Turns to north-south. Buster on the fly. A straight on, forcing him out of bounds. Deep in Cincinnati territory. And Jimmy Horn was out there leading the way for him.
These receivers are so explosive in the open field. And Scott Satterfield told us before the game and earlier this week, that's the challenge, bringing them down when they get in the open field. It's been hit or miss with Cincinnati today.
1st and 10. They keep it on the ground this time. Augusta. And look at that clock continue to move. It's going to end up about a 7-yard gain. Philip Houston with a big push. Let's take a look at our player spotlight brought to you by Cintas. The numbers so far, he has been methodical, metronomic in his deliveries tonight on target.
He's been patient. He's taken shots downfield at times, but really he's been content to get the ball in the hands of his receivers and let them create after the catch.
2nd and 4 coming up. Sanders keeps it. Got to secure that ball and gets down and picks up the first down. Around the 6-7 yard line, so pick up a 5 by Sanders. And you never want to see your starting quarterback lift out of a pack like that after getting up.
That's his front leg when he throws as well. Looks like he's favoring.
1st and goal, Colorado. Sanders hands it off. Straight ahead and goes to Powers into the end zone. Right behind Seaton. An inauspicious sign there for the Colorado Buffaloes. Shedeur Sanders appearing to be a little bit shaken. Slow to come off the field. This goes back to that 4-yard run he had to pick up the first down. The extra point is good. Let's take another look at that run that he made a moment ago. They got the first down, but it may prove to be ultimately a Pyrrhic play. See that ankle twist a little bit. Back after this.
When you order Domino's online, we'll give you a free pizza to use for a future pizza emergency. So you'll have an emergency pizza. A free pizza when you need it most. There you go. Thank you. Bye. Enjoy.
The itch and rash of moderate to severe eczema disrupts my skin night and day. Despite treatment, it's still not under control. But now I have Venmo, a once daily pill that reduces the itch and helps clear the rash of eczema fast. Some taking Venmo felt significant itch relief as early as 2 days, and some achieved dramatic skin clearance as early as 2 weeks. Many saw clear or almost clear skin. Plus, many had clearer skin and less itch, even at 3 years.
Venmo can lower your ability to fight infections, including TB. Serious infections and blood clots, some fatal. Cancers, including lymphoma and skin. Heart attack, stroke, and GI tears occur. People 50 and older with a heart disease risk factor have an increased risk of death. Serious allergic reactions can occur. Tell your doctor if you are and they become pregnant.
Disrupt the itch and rash of eczema. Talk to your dermatologist about Venmo.
Learn how AbbVie can help you save. I'm your football-obsessed best man, and I think you having your big day during the big game is the worst. Are you kidding me?
Physically, I'm right here, but mentally, I'm here. Yeah, I do. Come on, speed it up. When all eyes are on you, my eyes are glued to the game. Touchdown! Yeah. And if you didn't bundle your home and auto insurance, well, all of this could be tough to tackle. So get Allstate and be better protected from mayhem. Like me.
It's big, it's back, and it's only $6. Get the big box y'all love today.
Do you need more space? You need a General Steel building system. Text BOLD to 59583 to start designing your customized space. That's BOLD to 59583 for end-of-year pricing on your personalized steel building system. Text BOLD to 59583 before prices go up January 1st.
Homeowners, when your water or sewer line breaks, it's expensive and often not covered by basic homeowners insurance. We could pay thousands. Finding a good contractor can be tough. What, this guy doing the job? With a plan from HomeServe, call us. We'll send a contractor, and there's no big bill. Easy. But don't wait. Get a plan from HomeServe before a line breaks. Go online now.
Plans from HomeServe start at just $7.99 a month. Call 1-800-324-1236 or visit homeserve.com.
Man, these seats, right? What are the other guys for?
Spend hours finding a deal with these.
Trash. We should use Game Time.
The easiest way to find away the best deals for the best seats with their Game Time picks. Game Time.
Want the latest on today's games? Just tell Siri. Show me the college football scores.
Yes, sir. We did that on the ESPN app. The score here, 31-14, 5:41 to go in the third quarter. A little bit of concern along that Colorado sideline with the fitness level of Shedeur Sanders on the return to Logan Wilson. Brought down around the 30-yard line. Will be first down and 10 for the Bearcats right now in a 17-point deficit. Sanders was being tended to by the athletic training staff while we were away and continues to be. Let's go down to Q. What'd you see, Quinn?
Looks like they're treating his left hip, like a left hip flexor type injury. Shedeur came over, hopped on the bike for a bit, stood up, jumped around, went through his drops, and the rotation would take the throw of football. So it doesn't look to be a serious injury, but he's getting some treatment.
Sorsby down the sidelines, incomplete. Good coverage down there by Preston Hodge, who's done a nice job tonight. Tony Johnson, the intended receiver, sets up a second down and 10. Preston Hodge, number 24, a Liberty transfer for the Buffaloes.
Preston Hodge on the back half of this Colorado defense and DJ McKinney have both been incredible additions. McKinney's ability and Hodge's ability to cover man-to-man has really opened up a lot for this Colorado defense.
On the quick slant, incomplete, and there he is again. Preston Hodge, ubiquitous right now, all over the field. Remember, he had that interception that was called back a little bit earlier.
3rd and 10.
And in these situations, Colorado's been opting to have Travis Hunter play the nickel, which is sort of taking away Joe Royer. The tight end is oftentimes he's been matched up on Royer. Look at there now as well.
Pinpoint it from Royer, right? That's a 3rd and 3rd and 10. Somersby sacked back to the 26-yard line. 7 Craig.
This stunt just puts the right tackle, Philip Wilder, in a bit of a bind. BJ Green goes inside. He looks inside, and by the time he does, Cameron Silman Craig has gone past him. Brendan Sorsby has to climb in the pocket, and that play was almost DOA.
Silman Craig has been with Coach Sanders for his last 2 years of high school football, and then at Jackson State for a couple of years, and now here at Colorado for 2 more. Ball scooped up, not a big hit. It came loose, but recovered by Colorado back at the 33-yard line on the 37-yard punt. It was almost catastrophic. Yeah.
And I think Horn got rocked. He did. Jimmy Horn felt like he could probably get outside. If it had touched a Cincinnati player prior to Jimmy Horn picking it up, then it's basically a free play for Jimmy Horn if that fumble happens. I wonder if he thought that it did or if he was just taking a chance. Either way, they avoid catastrophe.
Yeah. Ty Stokes, the Ohio State transfer with a huge hit. And look who is back on the field with the Buffaloes. Jador Sanders. Keep an eye on his mobility in the pocket. 4.5 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. Robinson in the backfield. They hand it off to him. Picked up about 3 yards on the play. Hey, the next stop on the F1 schedule, I got your attention now, Ronnie, right? It's the Mexico City Grand Prix, Sunday afternoon, 4 Eastern on ABC. Pre-race coverage at 2:30. Additional coverage on ESPN Plus in English and Spanish. ESPN Deportes coverage begins at 3:30. But tell me what's happening with my man Lewis Hamilton.
The Mercedes car is just not up to snuff right now. They start 5th and 6th, Hamilton's in 6th. But 3 different constructors. There's 3 different teams starting in the front 3. Carlos Sainz on pole, Max Verstappen 2nd for Red Bull, Lando Norris, McLaren 3rd should be favorite.
And right now, Augustin trying to get it into high gear. Couldn't be stopped up by Sainz, but picked up 5 on the play. That's some money cats there.
What did I say? I know
You hang with some guy with some bills in their pocket.
I've seen your taste. F1 is right up there. It is.
I'm going to try to get to that Monaco ground.
Yeah, that's what I do. It is. Monaco, Vegas, Miami. It's very hot fun.
3rd and 2. Sanders going to bounce. Steps up. Caught at the 47-yard line. A great touch pass by Sanders to Miller. And a 1st down on the pickup of 11.
I mean, as you said earlier, Shedeur Sanders has been metronomic, which is our word up with the Joneses. Metronomic, something that is happening regularly or at a consistent tempo, like a metronome.
There you
Kind
go.
of like Shedeur Sanders completing passes. Metronomic. And that was an incredibly layered throw.
Wasn't it?
Over the linebacker, down to the receiver.
Incredible by Shedeur. 17-point lead. Showing the ability to run the ball pretty well tonight. 370. So for consecutive weeks, Colorado has gone over 100. They ran for 148 last week in the desert of Tucson.
This is, I mean, you can just see where they are in FBS in terms of rush yards per game. You think this offense is dangerous before they start to figure out how to run the ball well. You can imagine the danger that will provide the defenses going forward.
On the counter, nice run up front. Alan Hayden, the Ohio State transfer, brought down by Thompson.
2 yards shy of the first down. Clock running. 1:35 to go. 3rd down and 3. Hunter in the ball game. He's going to be split to the top of your screen.
And it has just felt like the Cincinnati defense has not had an answer. They tried to devote more bodies to stopping the pass. Colorado's been able to run the ball. And they haven't had an answer to consistently stopping up.
Got to get to the 38. They're going to run it. I'm not sure they're going to make it. It'll be 4th and short in a good area of the field to go for it if you're Colorado, but do you run it? 4th and 1.
Last time they were around here, they were a little further back, but they decided to punt it. That was a 43. Looks like they're going to go for it.
Get up to the line of scrimmage quickly. Shador backs out from center. Wester in motion. And Coach Sanders is going to burn one of his timeouts. They've got 1 remaining with 35 seconds to go in the period. Talk it over. On Parents Weekend.
It looks like Shador's going to quarterback sneak, and you got the linebacker pushing over the defensive lineman. Cameron Wilson, number 15, is looking like, hey, man, I can't make a play. I'm on my belly. Monte Reed and the freshman pushed him over onto the ground.
That's a real friendly flyer right there.
Good. I understand. That's one of those where you look up. Cameron Wilson's a redshirt junior. You look up at the true freshman, you're like, take it down like 10 notches. Do a little tap and suffice.
So 4th and 1, and Colorado now deciding to punt. Percent coming in.
The thought process here is up 17. You don't want to give Cincinnati favorable field position at all.
And he's on his own 8-yard line for the Bearcats.
They take the delay game. That's out there. You accept it.
Play the game. Offense. Penalties line. 4th down.
I thought you might accept it because you don't want to tempt Colorado deciding to all of a sudden go for it by declining, but okay. The move from a field position standpoint is probably to decline. Colorado is really into it. They might say, hey, let's send out the offense.
We'll do it again. Pass it with a high end of rim. Hunt going to try and place this one inside the 10. And they'll do that successfully. It'll be down right around the 10-yard line on the 29-yard punt. The yardage irrelevant. This season, Allstate will celebrate every field goal and extra point made by participating universities by making a donation to the university's General Scholarship Fund. Thank you, Allstate. On a beautiful night here in Boulder, Colorado, it's in the low 70s. A little bit earlier today, it's cooled off into the mid-50s now on Parents Weekend. You can really sense the excitement in and around Boulder when you walk into some of the restaurants and some of the stores, and everybody talking Colorado football and thinking about bowl games. 1st and 10. Nice run over the right side. Run over Candra. Good gallop there by Kiner, picking up 7 yards. He's been their workhorse all season long. Well over 600 yards on the season. It's on a 2nd down and 3, but we're going to have to wait to run that one in the final 15 minutes. 1 quarter to go. Colorado has misfired on the last 10 attempts to become bowl eligible. Will they finally break through?
What are you doing?
Living the Dolce Vita.
Of course you are. What's he doing?
Same.
What's that doing?
Coffee.
That sounds good.
Enjoy the intense flavor of Lavazza Dolce Vita, also available in K-Cup pods.
Watch your back. See it?
Hey, Jake from State Farm. Check it out.
The old bundle Ruski. Or you can bundle home and auto and save money. The old bundle Ruski.
Ooh, that's a better plan.
Plus, it's more fun to say. Bundle Ruski. Bundle Ruski. Bundle Ruski. Bundle Ruski. Bundle Ruski do. Try it.
Yeah. I'm not gonna say that.
Bundle and save with a personal price plan.
You can't.
Wow. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Make 2 times more for all of life's moments. With the bank, that's your outlet.
Still not confident about which used car to buy?
Nope.
Why not ask the most confident person you know?
My old high school coach. This one's got talent, toughness, the will to win.
Let me coach you on this. Just say, show me the Carfax value. You'll get the most accurate price based on the vehicle's accident history. Click for me and stop overpaying. Shop at the all-new Carfax.com.
While you were away, there were some developments. Lots of developments. Fortunately, you live in a world where DoorDash can come to your rescue. Your door to a peaceful home. Your door to liberty. DoorDash.
Check out Mahomes' top 3 plays up to that. He scrambles in the T-Mobile to get that new iPhone 16 Pro on us. It's a little shimmy, shake. What you think, huh? It's like you take my ice cream truck. Ice cream! You got his iPhone 16 Pro, the first iPhone built with Apple intelligence. Girl, hold it up like a baby line. Homie takes those T-Mobile savings and confidence and respect. Now at T-Mobile.com, get the new iPhone 16 Pro on us. And families can save 20% every month versus another big guy.
Freezing cold. Blazing heat. Rain-X premium silicone weapon blades are engineered to withstand the most extreme conditions. They last 2 times longer than traditional wipers. If Rain-X premium silicone wipers survive these conditions, clearly they'll last in yours. Rain-X, outsmart the elements. Find Rain-X silicone wipers at these retailers.
What do you change access state? We're going to do the same thing here.
Having here means everything.
Back. What happened? See what we got here. Goat fuel, baby. Look at these 2 brands. Look, simultaneous goat and prime, baby. The prime goat. He's the prime goat. Michael A. Jordan. Look, goat. Got red. Red is the watermelon fruit punch, and then tropical berry, the green one. This one's really good. It's really tasty. It really is tasty. I got 2 of each. They have $5 for 2 at Safeway. Jerry Rice, baby. And then the blue one is blueberry lemonade. Good. I mean, I already drank one on the way back. Thank you, God. So I'm gonna take my wear sun sweater off because I'm a little sweaty from walking. Oh, good. Got a field goal. So Mata is what is it? He's 2 for 2. What do you got? He got. How many field goals he got? I think he made is that 3 field goals? 2 field goals?
be 8-yard run. O'Connor recently going over 2,000 career rush yards at Cincinnati, climbing the school charts. He'll get a breather. Pryor comes in for him on 2nd down and 3. It's going to be Pryor picking up the 4th down and then a couple more yards. Picked up 4. Coach Sanders has told him on a couple of occasions that Shiloh is challenging sibling, that challenging son that you have.
But he's also told us
That's his fault, he says. People think he's the fault.
the guy who says he's talking to people, sometimes it's one of those
Pryor on the run, not tackle. Bentley making the stop. But the one thing about Coach Sanders, he called out his son when he played poorly, and he did the reverse when he did.
You want to ask you about Shiloh, just what he's talking about his play tonight?
I thought he was rusty.
He's just being honest. He's being honest, and he also said that when he said that when he played well. You know what I'm saying? He said he said he did well.
Sorsby with a 1st down run, but a great moment of redemption there for Shiloh. Playing a great game last week, and
So funny.
Dion really transforming into that.
Nice.
It's a great story. He was coach. I mean, that is the line that he often has to manage. But he's always both of them. It's kind of cool to see the last chapter of this in his book.
Sorsby hands it on to Pryor. Nice hit of steam, but picked up just a single yard. Quick caught up with Coach Sanders a moment ago.
Coach, what's most critical to finishing? We got to run the ball back. We can't turn it over. Defense got to get some stops. You're not just, we want to finish strong, man. We want to play a free-base game. Special teams, offensive defense, and we want to run the ball back. We can't stop the run. You're 15 minutes away from being able to fulfill Peggy's promise. What's that like? Peggy will build that thing up. I'm telling you, Peggy's got to get the skills it takes. Peggy don't just want a bowl. Peggy want a bowl ball. A bowl ball. And I'm not talking about maneuvers.
This Peggy wants that, like we mentioned earlier, a bowl with some shine on it.
Both of them was on the sideline. He was hitting here.
Yeah, he was.
It's a big third down here for Cincinnati. Certainly 4 down territory, down 17.
10th play of the drive today.
That's the bit the drive is taking a long time.
Mays in motion. We got a flag on the far side of the field.
Ball start. Offense. Number 75. Personal foul. Unnecessary roughness. Number 9 for the defense. Both of those are dead balls. Happened separately. Both will be enforced. 5 yards back. They have to go. Automatic 1st down.
Good explanation there. Referee crew. Those are the ball now resting at the 13-yard line.
I didn't see the unnecessary roughness by Anthony Barnes. But strange for it to have happened after the false start.
So 1st and 10 from the 13. Anderson split to the bottom of the screen. It's going to be a run. Sorsby. Picked up about 2 on the play. Looked like for the first time, Xavier Henderson had some room and he was open. You saw that, right? And it was an RPO. I wonder if there was someone in the face of sort of between, sort of in the throwing lane that would have prevented him from trying to hit Henderson down the field. Is at the top of your screen, defender. At the bottom of your screen, TJ McKinney matched up against Henderson. Sorsby fires into the end zone, knocked away by Preston Hodge. He is busy.
Nice play, Hodgie.
He was at an extra ball game, and Dr. Livingston said that he thought he might. But I mean, this is a guy that was rumored to be going to Oregon at one point, but Oregon got him on a visit.
Oh, really, Benny Blanco.
Yeah, he's listed at 6'4". Maybe he's like
So fun.
10. I don't know.
He's there with us in the film next.
Come on,
What's it this is? Who is that? Two shades. Sexy.
Third and 8 coming up.
They're a great couple. That's magic. Good for them.
Where the man beaters that we saw
Told you he was a winner.
Southern Craig came in like a missile and just drilled Kiner. Let's listen. That's a 4th down. And comes the field goal. The Hawks so hard for that drive. He's going to end the field goal. Used up all that time on the clock too far. This one coming from 33 yards out. Hawks wants it early. Now 10-14 on the season. 31-17. The Buffaloes up by 2 touchdowns when we come back to Boulder.
If you need health coverage because of a recent life change, healthcare.gov is here for you. Like it's there for Terrence and Joey, who got married and found a health plan that covers both of them. And Sophia, she's having a baby, so she can enroll in a plan that covers the big and little things. And Gary, when he moved, he found a new plan that covers what he needs. There are many other ways to qualify. Visit healthcare.gov where millions have found the coverage they need.
As a stylist, I know it can be hard to find time for a haircut. With the Great Clips app, you can put your name on the list from anywhere and head to the salon when it's time for your cut. A great haircut plus more time for what you love. That's Great Clips.
At Outback Steakhouse, try the Great Barrier Eats, like the beef and reef platter, or the twin reef shrimp, starting at just $14.99.
I love the Great Barrier beef.
It's reef, mate.
Why would you say that?
Great Barrier Eats, now at Outback.
You never get used to the pressure. You just learn to embrace it. Expectations aren't a burden, they're a privilege. Because it could be worse. No one could expect anything else.
Friday Plans has completely changed things for me. Their generic stainless is affordable and lasts all day. I've been using Friday Plans for a couple of months now, and I'm never going back to overpriced prescriptions again. And for just $7, I got 9 tablets of 20 milligram generic stainless with free shipping and a free prescription. No doctor visits, no hidden fees, just results. If you're looking for an affordable, effective option, Friday Plans is the way to go. You can get their $7 deal right now by going to buyfridayplans.com. It's buyfridayplans.com.
The future, the way you see it, is said to depend on where you sit. At X-Chair, we think it also gets down to how you sit, which is why our technology is light years ahead. It's our groundbreaking LMX technology, bringing hot, cold, and touch into one extraordinary seating experience. At XChair, we've got our eye on the future of work, so you can focus on the present. Visit xchair.com and shop our X-Tech office chair. It's loaded with advanced ergonomic technology and ready to be customized in 5 new colors.
Here's a play a moment ago that was not flagged as a potential targeting hit by Silman Craig. Matt Austin, we're going to bring you in as our rules analyst. Your thoughts on this hit?
Hate to see that.
21 was obviously a defenseless player, and there was an attack by the defender with force. He lowered his head. It checks all the boxes, and he hit a defenseless player above the shoulders or the head neck area. So I think this definitely should have been reviewed for targeting.
And that's a big call that it wasn't. That means Cameron Silman Craig, had it been called targeting, would have missed the first half against Texas Tech in a couple of weeks. Cincinnati would have gotten the first down, which would have kept that drive alive and potentially ended in a touchdown. They're down, obviously they were 17, now 14. But that's a big missed call.
Do you think he's defenseless there, Matt? Oh, absolutely. Okay. Yeah, he has to become a runner. He was just turning upfield, and there's no way he could have protected himself. So he was definitely still defenseless. Yeah, I completely agree. Thanks a lot, Matt. 9:20 to go in the fourth quarter. Buffalo's football. Going to keep it on the ground. Augustine with nowhere to go. Coach Sanders told Quint a few moments ago that they have to be able to run the ball to help close this game out and put it to bed. And speaking of bed, it's 1:11 on the East Coast. We're still part of the evening 12 after dark. Sanders delivers complete joke. That means Jimmy Walker up to the 31. 7-yard pickup. Now let's take a look at this week's college football rankings brought to you by Capital One.
Yeah, Texas A&M with the comeback win over LSU, putting them as the sole team in first place, sole undefeated in conference play team in the SEC. Who would have had that on the bingo card?
Especially after that opener against Notre Dame. But we saw LSU last week, and they left a lot of meat on that bone. Had to kick a lot of field goals, a run. Then it's going to be stopped up short of the first down. It's going to be 4th and less than a yard. Goldberg made the tackle with 8 minutes to go. Send it to punting.
Yeah, if you have to. Especially when Colorado had a number of 4th and 1. They decided to 4th and short. They decided to punt on. Now back up in their own territory. You're giving Cincinnati points.
Sanders seemingly sinks there on the sideline. There's the punt. A high spiral that comes down at the 18-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 from there after the fair catch by Mays. A 48-yard punt. Back after this.
I'm out here telling people how they can save money with experience. You look like someone who has a lot of subscriptions. I have a lot, too many, I say. You can see your subscriptions all in one place and cancel the ones you don't like. Dude, that's so easy.
Get started now at Experian.
Whatever you're into, Mercedes-Benz has an SUV for you. City shopping spree. Weekend getaway. Outdoor adventures. Stylish, powerful, sophisticated. Because when you're in a Mercedes, you expect nothing less. Mercedes-Benz SUVs, featuring the all-new GLC plug-in hybrid with a best-in-class EPA estimated electric range of 54 miles. Visit MBUSA.com for special offers on select SUVs.
This is your sign to do dinner at Cracker Barrel and dig into an irresistible shepherd's pie with crispy hash brown casserole on top. Or make your hash brown casserole a little more breakfasty. So get the crew together and come on in. If you struggle with CPAP, you should check out Inspire. No mask, no hose, just sleep. Inspire. Learn more of the important safety information at inspiresleep.com.
At Burger King, we flame grill our burgers. Why? Because that's how it should be done. Hot, juicy, smoky, flame grilled, and made your way. Come experience the flame grilled difference with 2 Whopper Juniors for just $5.
Today, let's paint with Bear, America's most trusted paint brand.
We don't have that.
Well, with Bear, you can paint a whole run for under $100. How much did you spend?
More?
I thought you said you researched us.
Don't overpay for your next project. Get Bear quality at an everyday low price. Only at the Home Depot.
Frosted Flakes good. Bear Grapes.
You're still great, fan, huh?
See? Told ya. Bear good.
For someone to steal from their employees, it's like stealing from your family.
We don't do that in Ohio. Ohioans work hard for their money.
There's a problem with Bernie Marine.
He had the money to pay his workers. He purposefully chose not to pay his people and then shredded those documents.
Who does that?
It's just disgraceful. How much money does the guy need?
Bernie Moreno is picking our pockets.
I'm not voting for Bernie Moreno, and neither should you.
Bernie Moreno only looks out for Bernie Moreno.
Winside is responsible for the content of this ad.
ESPN College Football is presented by IHG Hotels and Resorts. 19 hotel brands, 1 loyalty program. Download the app. And in part by Mercedes-Benz.
Coach Deion Sanders sporting a little bit of salt in that beard these days. And wasn't always that way, folks. No. The master of the Jerry curl had just enough activator to get that nice kind of that duck tip in the back. And then going clean for a minute. Yeah. Right? Nice look. Like a little bomb look. Yeah. Then the hair came back. Yeah. And the coach. I kind of like the Father Time beard. It works here. It does. Father Time. His face is plastered all over Boulder. I went to a restaurant today to pick up some food and saw an ad that he had for, I forget what product it was, but it was something related to the school. His presence is very profound in and around the entire state of Colorado, not just here in Boulder, the entire sport of college football. If you're watching college football on a weekend, you can't get away from Coach Braun and commercial.
2nd and 9. Cincinnati down 2 touchdowns.
Incomplete, intended for the tight end, Joe Royer. It's 3rd and 9 coming up. Dangerous after Royer tipped that up in the air. They're trying to hit that tight end delay again. It's just a little high for Royer and takes a hit. Now the Visit Sorsby, you know, with just under 7 minutes left in the game, you're going for it on any 4th and short.
19% favor. We go get my guitar. Hold on, I need to drink some Go Fuel. I'm so thirsty. Because I ate that burger, probably. Drink a I'll drink the oops. Drop the Deion Sanders, baby. That's what people have to see. Prime time. Oh no. I'm saying he's real with his sons and everything, like with the Shiloh, like he had Shiloh come with him to some kind of audition. You know what I'm saying? Something that they filmed and Shiloh wasn't prepared. You know, maybe he thought he could kind of wing it, which I mean, in some cases you can wing it, but you really shouldn't. You should take it seriously. You know what I'm saying? If your dad gives you an opportunity like that, you know, use it wisely. Don't abuse his opportunities. Because if you screw up to a certain point, then it doesn't matter who you are. They're not going to give you opportunity. Hey, battling. Respect. Look at that. No plays off. Crazy. He's just someone who's just committed to excellence. He's not worried about other people and stuff. He knows what his purpose is. You know, player like that. I mean, you know, he's just like, oh, he want to go to the Hall of Fame, NFL Hall of Fame, and you know, build a legacy and that sort of thing. And he deserves that. Like, what did he transferred. He opted out of Florida State to play with Coach Prime at Jackson State. You know what I mean? So he was loyal, and Coach Prime saw a young man who was talented, and he got rewarded. You know what I'm saying? He got NIL deals and whatever. He has a nice house, living there with his fiance, that girl, pretty girl. And he's a responsible kid. He's not like out partying. He doesn't like partying. That's like me. You know what I'm saying? That's the kind of personality I am. I'm Travis Hunter. I'm not worried about other people and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go lay down a little bit. I'm kind of tired. I'm gonna leave the live stream on now until the game ends because just because I've got nothing to lose. Have to exhaust all options. See you later.
There's no place like Target to shop everything you can. Choose joy. Choose the road. Choose your people. Choose your shot. Take it. Choose to get in there. Even better, get out there. That's it. Way out there. Choose your calling. Choose to really care. Choose to go for it. Just choose. We craft cars for those who choose to do more than simply move.
Away, come.
The next icon of vacation. Start the seas with today.
In the SEC, every Saturday is a celebration. Every game, a spectacle. And it always feels like home. This is the SEC on ABC, and this is how it's done.
Rangers Capitals, King Sharks, Tuesday on ESPN.
Welcome back to Boulder, Colorado. 5:41 to go. During the break, they reviewed the last call and checked the spot of the football. And they have placed it just beyond the 29-yard line. First down for Cincinnati. Colorado is out of timeout. Cincinnati with its full complement of 3. There's a flag down. Thorsby being chased down, and that defensive front has really done a fantastic job over the last several games. BJ Green with good pressure on Thorsby.
Offense, number 74. 10-yard penalty. First down.
And Warren Sapp is one of the defensive coaches on that Colorado staff. He's done a great job with his analysis and his coaching of the front. Along with Damian Lewis, former 10-year NFL vet as well. Let's look at Coach Sapp. Former University of Miami star. When you listen to him and watch him in the pregame, he is the Bundini Brown of Frankman amongst coaches. Pass completed the 25-yard line. Johnson, who has a touchdown tonight, picks up the first down beyond the 43. 23-yard pickup. Let's listen in on Coach Sapp pregame.
Stop worrying about reaching. Well, that gets you through. Then you're going to do what you want with his hand. There it is. I'm just thinking of your friend. The production is over, fellas.
Legal substitutions. Defense. More than 11 players on the field. The staff. Penalties flying. Second down. First down. First down.
Warren Sapp is one of several NFL former NFL people, whether players or coaches, on the Colorado sidelines coaching these players.
And most prominently, the two coordinators. Yes, Pat Shermer, longtime NFL coach. Robert Livingston came over from the Cincinnati Bengals. And both coaches have gotten their feet under them in college. It's really shown itself.
It's working. That's complete to the sidelines at about the 30, cut by Cincinnati's leading receiver on the season, Xavier Henderson. 4:39 to play, moving expeditiously at this point.
Xavier Henderson's first catch of the game.
Wow. They put the straps on him. Taking a shot downfield, incomplete. They overshoot Henderson. He's been surrounded like Pharaoh's army all night. They had a bunch of people on him, notably Travis Hunter most of the time.
TJ McKinney's done a really good job against them. Preston Hodge, I mean, really the coverage in the secondary has prevented the big play. There's really been nothing downfield. They're all underneath stuff. And the biggest thing that they're doing is, even though they're giving up yardage, they're eating up the clock.
Big 12 contention on the line for both these teams. Downfield, incomplete. Preston Hodge again in on the breakup. The pass intended for Tony Johnson. Going to set up a 3rd down and 10. Now, one thing that Preston Hodge has is an abundance of athletic talent on the 24 for the Buffaloes. How much being a good player in the secondary, he has a black belt in karate as well. Good all-around athlete. A couple of picks on the season. 3rd and 10 for the Bearcats.
Cincinnati playing this play without Tony Johnson and Xavier Henderson on the field.
They hand it off to their leading rusher, Kiner. Turn the corner, leaps over the defender down to the 5. Shiloh Sanders came in for the hit, and Kiner played peekaboo. He went airborne here.
It's a great call by Scott Satterfield, and Shiloh Sanders barely clips the leg.
Pass, touchdown to the tight end Royer. There's a flag though in the end zone. Let's see if this touchdown stands. There's flags all throughout the end zone.
Offside, defense number 92. Illegal substitution. The defense for having more than 11 players on the field. Penalties are declined. So the play touchdown.
So this is going to be down to a 1-score game right now.
Colorado's trying to substitute. Cincinnati goes fast. I mean, it's clearly offside because you got a guy running on the field. They made a play the entire play with 12. They still weren't able to stop them.
And they're going to go for 2.
Yeah, Cincinnati going to go for 2, as you said.
Funky lineup here. What's happening to Sorsby? Rolling out, nowhere to throw. And they don't get it. Broken up by Preston Hodge again. And we got another flag down.
Nelson player downfield. Number 54. Kelly's fine. Trying to feel good.
And that was Cincinnati's first 2-point attempts of the year on that one, on that play. I mean, the question is, why do you go for 2 in that scenario when you get the extra point, you're down 7, and then you could tie it up, send it to overtime? And the thought process is, and analytics would agree with it, the evidence would suggest that the best chance to win the game is to go for 2 and then be able to obviously you have to convert, right? Well, 2-point conversions are made at under 50%, under a 50% rate nationally. But when you go for it twice, the stats would tell you that you're more likely than not to get at least one of them. Okay, we should go through the math of it. But essentially, if you make it a little under 50% of the time, right, it's 2 sample sizes of under 50%. So the chances of getting either one ends up being higher than just going for it the one time. So Scott Satterfield playing the numbers, essentially.
I wonder if the law of averages applies to just 2 attempts. Probably not.
No, it doesn't. But the stats will tell you, if you do the math, you're probably at like a 70 or 80% chance of making at least one of the 2 attempts.
8-point football game, 3:51 to go. Don't think for a minute that Colorado hasn't forgotten and very much remembers what happened against Stanford here a couple of years ago when they had a commanding lead at halftime and gave it up. 3:51 to play. Arizona attempted an onside kick last week to start the game against the Buffaloes. They kick it to an empty part of the field, and it's retrieved by Colorado. It'll be 1st and 10 from there. 3:50 to go. Hey, up next here on ESPN Sports Center from Los Angeles, Linda Cohn, Stan Verrett. Highlights from a feisty top 15 showdown between Stan's LSU Tigers and Texas A&M Plus. We'll catch you up on the World Series. Dodgers take a 2-0 lead. The latest on who's suiting up Sunday. Injury updates from the NFL. That more on Sports Center. Stan and Linda right here on ESPN and the ESPN app.
Well, the Dodgers up to the Freddie Freeman home run is going to be something that when I'm 85 years old, I'm still around. They're going to be replays of that on whatever holograms we have.
I still remember Kirk Gibson's. Downfield, up in the air, and it's caught despite the pass interference. Travis Hunter there on the other end to make the grab. And Hunter asking to come out of the ball game. Arnold defending on this play on an island.
Pass interference. Defense, number 8. Penalty fly.
Kind of around the neck.
Can if we had 2 versions of pass interference, like a PI 1, a PI 2, that would be the PI 2, and you get all your money's worth. And Travis Hunter, the concentration still makes the catch.
A chokehold. 1st and 10. Sanders pulls complete. And another first down by Wester. So in 2 plays, they move it all the way down to the 44-yard line, and Hunter taking another snap.
Cincinnati still has all 3 timeouts. So if you can get a first down stop, you can start to use it and maybe try to get the ball back before the 2-minute timeout.
I think that Colorado's going to be deliberate here and run the play clock all the way down. Travis Hunter tonight with 9 catches for 154 yards and a couple of touchdowns. It must be Saturday. On the run, Augustin, who's done yeoman's work. He has been indefatigable tonight, tireless in his work. And picks up another first down on a 13-yard bully ball run.
Not only is this Augusto doing a great job breaking tackles, but that offensive line, anytime he has been up with people trying to stop him, they have gotten behind him and wheeled him forward.
The rushing numbers for Colorado. Augustin has 90 yards on the ground, averaging 4.5 yards a carry. Ronnie, that's something we did not see from Colorado early in the season when we did their very first game against North Dakota State. We hit the 2-minute timeout. Back after this.
I have a surprise for you.
Oh, yes.
Fix your eyes on this.
That's sexy. Feels so new.
Don't feel this feeling again and again.
Can I hold it?
How about you hold it? Go ahead, press the button.
Oh, it's cold.
We should do this more often.
Rekindle the feeling you love with the new iPhone 16 Pro on it. And feel it again and again with the latest iPhone every year with AT&T Next Up Anytime.
Come on, bro. You sleep down here. Is that? Whoa! Whoa! Reggie Bush.
Lost track of time in there. So, What's new? Since you asked. Pretty cool. Anything else? What is he doing?
He's watching the game.
Team, it's been a grind, but I think I've aged you well. Some might say perfect. Who's ready to show who's the cheesiest? Who got there the cheesiest country?
Cheesy, official sponsor of the college football wheel.
Oh no. Guess we'll go back to the store.
I can fix that.
Let's fix this with Felix.
Tomorrow?
Works for me.
Gotta run.
That's what you do. Delivery at the speed you need.
Gear up for game day. Enjoy the home field advantage at Fairfield, official partner of the NCAA.
When migraine strikes, do you question the trade-offs of treating? With Ubrelvy, there's another option. Ubrelvy works fast. Most have migraine pain relief within 2 hours. You can treat it anytime, anywhere, without worrying where you are or if it's too late. Don't take with strong CYP3A4 inhibitors. Allergic reactions to Ubrelvy can happen. Most common side effects were nausea and sleepiness. Migraine pain relief starts with you. Ask about Ubrelvy. Learn how AbbVie can help you save.
Why settle for less when you can get the new $7 Bucks Raiders box from Taco Bell? Because an indulgent, beefy 5-layer burrito is luxurious. A crunchy Doritos Locos taco is opulent. A chicken chalupa supreme piled high with deliciousness, lavish. Chips, nacho cheese sauce, and drink. The only thing that's not less about it is the price. It's less for less. The new $7 Bucks Raiders box, only at Taco Bell.
Amazon fall favorites are here. Save on fashion, home, beauty, and more. Shop Amazon fall favorites now.
What Moments brought to you by Prudential. Let's go Satterfield and staff watching Coach Sanders run, saying that he's straight NFL. Like his OC right there, Coach Shermer. You know, we've chronicled Coach Sanders' journey going back to his Jackson State time when he was going through the health issue with his foot and the procedures he subsequently had and the subsequent rehab, and he was pushing himself around on a scooter, and last year saw him walking, and now we're watching him run on the sidelines like the Cincinnati coaches were watching him on the day.
And just like his progression, this team and offensive line is progressing. You can see him say, run the ball, he get the first down.
Arkansas falling, tripped up by the 30-yard line. On 2nd and 5.
Second shot, out of the half. It's right. Third step.
I wonder if the right foot of Shador didn't get him.
Is that what it was?
I'm giving Augusta credit.
Yeah.
It sounds better than the turf monster.
Oh, you're a running back, so you got sympathy. You have empathy.
Give it up for my guy. Look at that right foot.
Oh, yeah, blame it on the quarterback.
Put your feet out of there, quarterback. Gotta stick up for my backs.
3rd and 9 coming up.
And from here, it's not a chip shot field goal to put the game out of reach for Alejandro Mata. So if you're able to stop Colorado here, you're Cincinnati, you're still in this thing.
What are you thinking in terms of a play call? They've been very intentional about keeping it on the ground. But
if I was a gambling man, I think Colorado puts the ball in Shador's hands. I think they let him go the ball.
Remember, that's what's on the line. With a win tonight, Colorado becomes bowl eligible for the first time since 2016. And not completely, but they will partially signal a major transformation. Sanders the fake downfield. Incomplete. No flag on the play. Intended for more peak defending. And it's 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit. As you mentioned earlier, Robbie, you alluded to the fact that this is not going to be a chip shot, maybe 46 yards. 47. You can hear this walk-up music that's requested on the regular. That Yankee playing on the PA system. For Alejandro Mata. They'll put the game on ice. Right between the pipes. Young man that's been with Coach Deion Sanders going back to his time at Jackson State. The Big 12 Special Teams Player of the Week on the JOB tonight.
If it had been from 47 and a half, I don't know if it makes it, but it wasn't. It had just enough to get over the crossbar. And Alejandro Mata all but ends this game.
Increases the lead to 10. Might be 11 with 1:39 to go.
You were remarking just a second ago about how impressive this win is. Last week, I thought was Colorado's most impressive win to date.
More impressive than this one?
I was going to say, I think today surpasses. Cincinnati's a better team than Arizona. That game was on the road, but their ability to come out and really start fast and make Cincinnati chase the game and make a Cincinnati defense that was number 1 in the conference in scoring defense and conference play. Make it look like they really didn't have very many answers until the second half. It's very impressive.
They'll get the 1st and 10. Cincinnati from their own 25-yard line, 1:39 to go. So, who does Colorado have to root for now with the multitude of tiebreakers out there?
It's a great question. With Texas Tech losing, Colorado has to win out. And then they have to root for the teams that play Kansas State. They have to root for someone to knock off Kansas State and someone to knock off either Iowa State or BYU.
There's Niner on the nice screen pass. Drop down at the 47-yard line. We have a flag. I think that we might have a target. Now the flag's back at the 30.
Illegal block in the back. Number 53 on the offense. 10-yard penalty. First down.
That's something Craig thought he might have something on him there, the way he reacted. Oh, there it is.
On Travis Hunter. Push in the back. Corey Kiner cuts off of it. They'll explain why Travis Hunter was so incensed after the play.
90 seconds to play. The ball back at the 16-yard line. Kiner in the backfield. That's going to lead up their knee. Out to the 23. Second Craig makes the tackle. Second down. The Bearcats earned their final time out of the half. As Colorado is on the verge of improvement to 6-2. It's interesting, Roddy, when I think about Colorado barring a major turnaround here, getting their 6th win, becoming bowl eligible. I think about that Nebraska game, where they got dragged. If you're being honest, right? They got dragged. And for them to react the way they have in the wake of that, for their rush game to come around, for the defensive line to really start to play great football, speaks to the ability of the coaching staff to get these guys in the right spot.
Yeah, we often feel like what a team is in week 2 is what they're going to be the entire season. There's no rule against improvement. There's no rule against progression. This Colorado team has improved in a lot of ways.
Complete. Out to the 34. That's Johnson. Has a touchdown catch tonight for the Bearcats. Third and 1. Pass incomplete. Well, Travis Hunter just keeps playing, huh? 23 seconds to go.
And they're up 11 in the game. Yeah, guys hiding out of his way to make Joe Royer's life miserable. Look at the length, though. That's what makes him elite on the defensive side. The ball skills and the length.
6'1", 185. He's very slight looking when you see him up close.
I don't know about that 185. I think I'd be a little generous.
Offense, number 11. Not all players got set. 5-yard penalty. 4th down.
Matt, I believe the clock was running prior to that. Wouldn't that? If it was, it would have gone to the 10-second run. I guess it wasn't. It was an incomplete pass prior to that. My apologies.
4th and 6. That's incomplete. And Colorado will take over on downs, and we'll probably see the last of Travis Hunter for this evening. You know, it's interesting. I watched Brandon Reyes, the athletic strength and conditioning coach, giving him briefs about the pregame warm-up. He was carrying around briefs in a bag, and every once in a while, he give a couple to Travis, and he was asked him, what's that all about? He said, it's about good carbs and hydration for him.
Did he have one of the palm fronds?
If they need somebody for that, then yeah. Okay. To keep him on the field, yeah. You are looking at the most unique player in college football right now. Travis Hunter getting a lift from his teammates.
I think the Colorado fans excited to see him back and healthy. This Colorado team is dangerous. They were able to run the ball more effectively today. The defense has come along. They didn't have the sack numbers that they had in the past. I mean, he's done enough today. Just let him get off the field. Just carry him off.
Oh, that man cab. Travis Hunter, Colorado winning at 34-23 and getting their 6th win of the season. Folks, listen closely. The Colorado Buffaloes are eligible to go to a bowl game for the first time since 2016. Miss Peggy, the night belongs to you. Buffalo superfan, Miss Peggy has been waiting around for a long time. That'll do it from here. 34-23. Stuart Sanders with another big night passing for 323 yards. Roddy Jones and Quinn Kesnick, our entire talented crew behind the camera you never get a chance to see. I'm Mark Jones. Don't forget, Sports Center's coming up next. So long from Boulder.
Hi, we've been waiting for you. That stands for right. I am Linda Cohn. Highlights and reaction to Game 2 of the World Series, plus your Saturday in college football. And we begin with the game you just watched.
Yeah, Colorado had already surpassed last season's win total before they took on Cincinnati tonight. Now the Buffaloes find themselves in the thick of the Big 12 race at 4-1 in the conference, and they're still within striking distance of unbeaten BYU. And at 6-2 overall, they're now bowl eligible. Colorado and Cincinnati came in with identical 3-1 records in the Big 12. Stuart Sanders going to Travis Hunter. Early first quarter, Sanders, 3-yard touchdown pass to Hunter. The backflip. Hold on. You got a lot of work to do. Final seconds of the second quarter, Sanders going to Hunter again, this time a 34-yard score. I don't know how he got that wide open. Busted coverage for the Cincinnati defensive backfield. Colorado wins 34-23. And Travis Hunter joins us now on SportsCenter. Travis, 2 more touchdowns.
showing the ability to run the ball pretty well tonight. They've gained 100 yards on the ground tonight. Total 370. So for consecutive weeks, Colorado has gone over 100. They ran for 148 last week in the desert of Tucson.
This is, I mean, you can just see where they are in FBS in terms of rush yards per game. You think this offense is dangerous before they start to figure out how to run the ball well. You can imagine the danger that they'll provide with defenses going forward.
On the counter, nice run up front. Alan Hayden, the Ohio State transfer, brought down by Thompson. 2 yards shy of the first down. Clock running. 1:35 to go. Third down and 3. Hunter in the ball game. He's going to be split to the top of your screen.
And it has just felt like the Cincinnati defense has not had an answer. They tried to devote more bodies to stopping the pass. Colorado's been able to run the ball. And they haven't had an answer to consistently stopping that.
Got to get to the 38. They're going to run it. I'm not sure they're going to make it. It'll be 4th and short in a good area of the field to go for it if you're Colorado, but do you right? 4th and 1.
Last time they were around here, they're a little further back, but they decided to punt it. That was a 4th and 3. Looks like they're going to go for it.
Get up to the line of scrimmage quickly. Shore backs out from center. Wester in motion. And Coach Sanders is going to burn away his timeouts. They've got 1 remaining with 35 seconds to go in the period. Talk it over. On Parents Weekend.
It looks like Shador's going to quarterback sneak. And you got the linebacker pushing over the defensive lineman. Cameron Wilson, number 15, is looking like, hey, man, I can't make a play. I'm on my belly. Monte Reed and the freshman pushed him over onto the ground.
That's a real friendly fire right there.
Good. I understand. That's one of those where you look up. Cameron Wilson's a redshirt junior. You look up at the true freshman, you're like, take it down like 10 notches. Do a little tap would suffice.
So 4th and 1, and Colorado now deciding to punt. Mark Brissett coming in.
The thought process here is up 17. You don't want to give Cincinnati favorable field position at all.
And he's on his own 8-yard line for the Bearcats.
Going to take the delay game. Scott's out here. You accept it.
Play game. Offense. Penalties line. 4th down.
I thought you might accept it because you don't want to tempt Colorado deciding to all of a sudden go for it by declining, but okay. The move from a field position standpoint is probably to decline. Colorado is really into it. They might say, hey, let's send out the offense.
We'll do it again. Pass it with a high end of Grant Hunt. Going to try and place this one inside the 10. And they'll do that successfully. It'll be down right around the 10-yard line on the 29-yard punt. The yardage irrelevant. This season, Allstate will celebrate every field goal and extra point made by participating universities by making a donation to the university's General Scholarship Fund. A thank you in the low 70s, a little bit earlier today. It's cooled off into the mid-50s now on Parents Weekend. You can really sense the excitement in and around Boulder when you walk into some of the restaurants and some of the stores and everybody talking Colorado football and thinking about bowl games. 1st and 10. Nice run over the right side. They run over Candra. Good gallop there by Kiner, picking up 7 yards. He's been their workhorse all season long. Well over 600 yards on the season. It's on a 2nd down and 3, but we're going to have to wait to run that one in the final 15 minutes.
Well, that's game.
1 quarter to go. Colorado has 6
Going to end the stream. The Buffaloes won, and God bless. I'm pretty tired. Good night.